So you are being placed under arrest.
Oh, really? Alright, just don't turn that on.
Here, if you will hold that. He's been...
Welcome to the John Ligato Show. I'm John Ligato.
It's showtime, folks. It's showtime. Here's Johnny.
Meet the Auditor Liberty Troll. He's currently at
The tax collector for Polk County, Florida. We're just exercising our First Amendment right.
Auditors always attempt to hide their lawlessness and rude behavior under the cover of the First Amendment. But freedom of speech is not an absolute right. For if it were, there would be anarchy in our country.
We're just exercising our First Amendment right to freely take pictures and video inside of our public buildings that we pay for with our taxes.
Some of you may believe that my word anarchy is too strong, but the auditor just stated his intentions to freely roam around a tax office and take video.
Hi, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. So you're not allowed to record back here because of the confidential information that's recorded. You're allowed to record out here all you want, but unfortunately you're not going to be allowed to record back here.
Hi, what's your name again?
My name is Gail Stason. I'm the manager.
Gail, nice to meet you. I'm Zach.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm just filming all I'm able to see from public, that's all.
Okay. All right, but because there's confidential information shared back here, you're not allowed to record back here.
Yeah. How you doing, sir? Hey, good. How are you? Can I get your name and badge number?
Montalbano, 6038.
Thank you. I
I'm
appreciate
going to
it.
ask you to interact with me, not him, okay? But we do need you to step back into the lobby so you can record out there.
Well, I can record anywhere that's public, right?
No, sir,
Officer?
not back here.
Well, this area really isn't public. This is testing.
Well, I'm not
Let's
back in
step
testing.
up out here, please, sir.
I will. I
Okay,
will in a
let's
minute.
do that right now. No, sir, not in a minute.
You were
We'll do it now.
doing so good.
Yes, sir.
Gail,
But
right?
we need to have our, yes, but we
Okay.
need to have our conversation out there, not back here. So I'm going to ask you to go
Okay.
out to the lobby and we'll talk out there.
Well, I'm gonna finish getting my pictures and stuff, and then I'll head
No,
out
sir,
there.
that's
I
not
just
how it
walked
works,
in.
not back here.
So you don't have any signage?
Another great auditor myth is that you need a sign to be trespassed. You don't. Any person in authority that asks you to leave, and if you refuse, at that point, you've been duly notified that you're in a restricted area. And if you don't leave, you'll be trespassed.
So you're not allowed to record back here because of the confidential information that when you're trying to.
The only reason why I'm still here is because you came out and talked to me, which I'm okay with.
Well,
You can talk to
please-
me, that's fine.
Well, we're going to talk out here so we're not distracting them.
Well,
And you're not allowed to record back
respectfully,
here.
I'm not going to follow your
Okay,
directives.
please escort him out.
Okay.
Okay, let's go, sir.
Are you escorting me out, sir?
I'm escorting. Would you like him trespassed from the property?
I will follow up with you on that in just a moment.
Okay.
This is another auditor fallacy, is that police can't solicit a trespass. They say it all the time, but it's pure BS.
One of the things that I have seen a lot, particularly in these videos, a lot of the First Amendment auditor videos, a lot of the sovereign citizen videos of one variety or another, all say something to the effect of, well, police can't solicit a trespass.
In this case, the supervisor asked the police officer to.
Directives.
Please escort him out.
There is both a legal and logical issue with auditors claiming that police can't solicit a trespass. The legal argument is that there's no such statute forbidding it, and the logical argument is
All say something to the effect of, well, police can't solicit a trespass. Well, I'm not really sure what that means. The solution is for the police to come and remove them. When the police show up and they ask me, what do you want to do? My answer is going to be, I want him off my property.
Please escort him out.
Okay.
And that is not soliciting a trespass when the police ask you what you want to do.
Are you escorting me out, sir?
I'm escorting. Would you like him trespassed from the property?
I will follow up with you on that in just a moment.
Okay.
Because I'm not breaking the law or anything, so
Let's go, sir.
don't touch me, sir. Sir, don't touch me.
Let's go, sir.
Why are you touching me?
Because
Is that a lawful order?
It is a lawful order.
What happens if I don't leave? What happens if I don't leave? Are you arresting me?
Until we decide what's going to happen, yes, you are going in handcuffs.
Are you arresting me?
Until we decide what's going to happen, yes, you are going in handcuffs.
Hey, don't turn up. Do not turn off my camera.
This video is full of auditor myths. You know, they all claim that stopping their camera is against the law, a violation of their Fourth Amendment. It is not. This officer is documenting the arrest with his camera. So again, I have no idea where they come up with this garbage.
You missed my phone. Do not stop recording that.
Say what this is. 187.
You know you're violating my rights right now, civil rights.
You were asked this stuff several times.
I'm a law-abiding citizen, sir. I don't have to leave because I'm just like what I know. Well, if they ask me not to come in there because I have black skin, would you change that policy?
You're in a security area.
It wasn't labeled.
Area, but there's information that doesn't need to be.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not recording information, sir.
Every auditor points their camera at a computer screen and then denies it. I mean, this auditor is auditing a government tax office. Now, what would be the most sensitive of all citizen records? It's tax information. It contains all our personal information, such as our social security numbers, our name, address, as well as account numbers to banks, credit cards, retirement plans, investments, and even information on our spouse and children. In other words, this office should never have an unknown reprobate like him with a camera prowling around. In fact, if you look at the computer screens in the background, a zoom lens can easily get confidential information. Remember, this is a tax office.
Suspects me of committing. I know you said she asked me to leave, but what law am I suspecting of committing?
At this point,
violating, excuse me.
Possibly trespass until we determine what's going to happen.
It was trespass after warning, though.
Yeah, you were asked to step out multiple times, sir.
Deputy Sheriff is about to turn off my body camera once again, which is against the law.
Well, some auditor showed me the law that says you can't turn off an auditor's camera. They're in custody. The auditor is about to provide a tortured and fictional account of what we all witnessed with our own eyes.
Gail proceeded to ask me if I would willingly leave the public property. I responded in front of Deputy Montalbano that I would leave under threat of arrest, and only under threat of arrest. Otherwise, I wanted to continue taking photographs if they were just requesting that I leave. Eventually, I was released from the police vehicle in torture cuffs to begin recording again, while Deputy Montalbano unlawfully demanded for my private information to issue the trespass warning, as you're about to see. Alright, so you can just put John Doe on the trespass.
Need your correct information for the trespass.
You can just put my description down. Legally speaking, in the state of Florida, you just put my physical description down. John Doe is a name. If you need to put a name down.
There goes another auditor myth. A fictitious name on a trespass warning has no value. How would they know if John Doe returns again and again? Since law enforcement has nothing in their system as to his true identity. It's just ludicrous. And it's illogical. I mean, where does it end? You get caught jaywalking, John Doe. Petty theft, John Doe. Hit and run, John Doe. Mass murder, hey, just put me down as a John Doe.
In the state of Florida, you just put my physical description down. John Doe is a name. If you need to put a name down, I'm not giving you my name willingly. Hi. How are you?
I'm Sergeant Will with the Polk County Sheriff's Office. How are you? So what is the situation here today?
I was just in there taking pictures and video, gathering content for a story. Before I had a chance to even answer any questions from anybody, the woman in there, Gail, I guess she's the manager of some sort, and she asked me to not go back into the testing area, which I wasn't. I was recording from a public space. You can film all you can see, similar to plain view doctrine that you guys have. You can flash your flashlights, people's cars, and whatnot. And then he came out a little hot. I introduced myself. He introduced himself. You know, he identified himself, which was good. But he immediately grabbed my arm, and because she kept asking that I leave, and I politely said I'm not going to leave willingly, or not going to follow your directives just because you want me to go out into the lobby.
Two more things that is going to about to make my head explode. Auditors have been equating auditing to the plain view doctrine, which has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with their right to film anything they can see. Plain view is a legal doctrine which allows an officer to seize evidence which is in plain view, while acting in their official capacity. So let me give you an example. If I have a search warrant for weapons at a house, and while I'm executing that search warrant, I see drugs all around the house and stolen goods, I can seize them because they are in plain view while I am legally authorized to be in that home. It has nothing to do with auditors' rights.
But she immediately grabbed my arm and because she kept asking that I leave, and I politely said I'm not going to leave willingly or I'm not going to follow your directives just because you want me to go out into the lobby. When I finish, I'll go out to the lobby. I'm still gathering my content. I'm not doing anything illegal.
So according to the auditor logic, they should allow him to film all he wanted. Every computer screen, every personal data information, everywhere. Just for your information, officers are allowed to use reasonable force. So what does that mean? If they don't move, you can nudge them along. That's perfectly legal. And it gets back to my anarchy point. If you don't do that, if they don't obey your lawful order, then it's anarchy. Where does it end?
She has the right of the manager of the establishment and business to have you removed from the property.
Not a law-abiding citizen.
Yes, she
If
can.
I'm disrupting business, which I was, I'm not keeping anyone from doing their job.
You're recording in the business that where they're testing and where this is basically personal information, it's tests to do driver's license, things like that.
Every public building.
Have you asked people in there if you can record them?
If I go to Disney and take pictures, do I have to ask every single person I'm taking a picture of?
They have asked you to be removed from the establishment, which that is their right.
I'm not breaking any law. It's not a right.
They've asked to be trespassed. They've asked you not to record in there where people are taking the test, where they're doing their documents, things like that. You can understand this is not a Disney World, Busch Gardens, somewhere like that where you're going to...
I use that example to just say you don't go around asking people if you can get their picture.
My example,
and that's a private.
logical.
And so
Yours
in
is
public,
not.
so no, it is logical. I was making the point that at Disney World, if you take a selfie and you got 4,000 people behind you, you're not going to go around and ask everybody if you have their permission to be in your picture. Not
They have
filming where they...
now asked for you to be trespassed.
Okay.
So at this point, you're no longer legally allowed to be at this property.
All right, so am I officially trespassed?
You are officially
Okay.
trespassed.
Am I going to get like a form or something like that so I can put you all as a defendant?
Provide your information. We will give you all of our information.
Oh, I'm not giving out my private information because that's
Well, this is the thing. Give us your
not
name,
needed.
your date of birth. We'll pull it up. We're not out here publicizing
okay. Well, then
it.
I don't need it then. So, your name again, Sergeant Wood, and what's your badge number?
7250.
Okay. And what was yours again, sir?
But this is the thing. You're not free to leave because we're in an investigation where you're being trespassed from this property. So we need your information. If you want to do it privately.
Well, it's unlawful detainment because I wasn't breaking the law. If she wants me out the property, you guys are going to try to enforce it unconstitutional.
You're in an investigation. You are refusing to provide your information. We don't know who you are. We don't know what you're doing. Anything like
So
that.
because I'm exercising my Fourth Amendment, I'm malicious or nefarious?
No, you can exercise your right all you want. But
Well,
you
obviously
are
not
being-
because you're
yes, you can.
logically
But
you're
this is
violating
the
my
thing.
rights.
No, I'm not.
When auditors are losing the logical and legal arguments, they go for the threats. That's all they got left.
No, I'm not.
Your name's going to be on a civil lawsuit.
that's
You're going to lose it.
fine.
And you lose your qualified immunity as well as
That's
him.
fine. The thing of it
It's not my
is
first
that
rodeo.
You are being trespassed from the property. The thing of it is.
Okay, well, then I'll leave.
What is your name and what
I'm
is
not.
your information?
I'm not giving my name unless I have to by law.
You do by law because we are conducting an investigation.
Okay, well, I don't have to help you with your investigation. I work for the police department.
Well, we can detain you until you're willing to do
It's
that.
an
or we
unlawful
can put you
detainment.
in-
You
No,
can only
it's
you can
not.
only detain me for what, 10 minutes?
You have been trespassed from this property. Your cooperation.
Okay, well, then I
is
gotta
gonna
leave
let
then.
You go sooner.
It's you can only be arrested if after
And the
warning
only thing
you don't
is
leave.
The reason that you're acting like this is because you probably are one of the people that want to act out with law enforcement, which that's fine.
No, I respect
That
law
is
enforcement.
fine.
I support law enforcement. I'm a conservative.
You are not identifying yourself.
I don't have to identify
Yes, you
myself.
do.
This isn't Nazi Germany.
Yes.
This is America.
One second.
At this point, I don't really know what to say, except that the police should have arrested him 20 minutes ago, maybe a half hour ago, or maybe when he just entered. But it's ridiculous. We get to the sublime past ridiculous when we allow these auditors to go on and on and on. It actually makes me nauseous. Arrest him.
All right. So you are being placed under arrest.
Oh, really? All right, just don't turn that on.
Here, if you hold that. He's been...
What's the what law have I broken?
I apologize, but let me wrap this up. So this audit was a classic case of 6 auditor myths which get repeated as legal gospel. Number 1, you cannot film confidential records at a government office. You cannot do so. Number 2, police cannot solicit a trespass. Number 3, auditors do not have any right to the plain view doctrine. Number 4, police can use reasonable force to evict you, like a gentle nudge. Number 5, police can shut off an auditor's camera once they are detained. And number 6, you do have to provide your true identity when lawfully requested. No John Does on trespassing warnings. The John Ligato Show is being broadcast from outside the gates of Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune. If you like my show, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel. Semper Fidelis.